Shalom, Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, all glory to YAHAWAH, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, and qadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible, through the Spirit and fire of Yahawashi, Yahawashi, and sincere peace and salutation to all you hopefully let Akim out there push the word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as YAHAWAH, Bahashem, Yahawashi is commanded to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Shalom. It's your brother Halaki from the GMS Colorado camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahawashi with another video. And this time I want to go into the destruction of America, man, which is soon coming, man. You see, and there's no way around it. And now I want to go into a word, inevitable, man.
Inevitable.
Inevitable, and it means what? Certain to happen, unavoidable, man. And that's what the destruction of America is, man. You see, you got all these people talking about make America great again, this, and God bless America, that. But at the end of the day, as it is written in the scriptures, according to the words that the Most High has spoken, man, America is going to be destroyed. That's why you see everything happening the way it's happening, man. The Most High is preparing the great destruction of America to take place in the coming days, man. Now, we don't know the time of the hour, but we know as it is written, America will be destroyed by way of thermonuclear fire, man. And that's what's coming. And there is no way around it. It's unavoidable. It's inevitable that this place is going to suffer a great destruction from the Almighty. Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi. So let's get into some scriptures in Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi. It'll be edifying. So I want to go to Isaiah. To start it off, man. Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it. You see, so everything the Most High has spoken in these scriptures is going to come to pass, man. And that includes the destruction of America. You people out here hoping that America returns back to normal. You got Jake out here talking about he's going to take the vaccine, but to get back to normalcy, man, this should have never been normal, man. It was never meant to be normal. It was never normal to begin with, man. This is a wicked place. And that's why the Most High is about to rain destruction upon it, man. And all you jakes who are cleaving onto this place, all the time deceiving your people and talking about getting the damn vaccine to go back to normal, you're going to be destroyed right along with this place, man. You see? That's what's coming. You're going to be destroyed right along with this place, man, because the destruction of America is inevitable. You going along with this system, it don't mean shit to the Most High, man. You going along with this system, it justifies the Most High destroying you, man. And that's what's about to come. Great destruction is coming upon this place. So this is Isaiah 13. Yep, Isaiah 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Who are the Medes, man? The Medes are the so-called Russians, another branch of the house of Esau. You see, the Most High is going to raise these Russian Edomites up against this place, man. And they're going to shoot nuclear missiles upon Babylon the Great, right along with the rest of all the nations that have nuclear capability, man. And that's what's written in the scriptures. All you that bend the boat and camp around about her, man. And that's what's going to happen. Because this is what's written to happen for this land known as America, man. You see, all this God bless America and all this other bullshit that you people are believing in, hey, it's false, man. The Most High hates this place. Yahawashi hates this place, and the men of the Lord hate this place. And that's why we prophesy the death, downfall, and destruction of it, man. Because this place needs to go. You see? And for us to get the kingdom, this place has to be destroyed, man. America has to be destroyed before we can get the kingdom of heaven, man. So we're praying to the Most High to bring this destruction on so we can finally have life, man. You know? Verse 18, their bows shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. That's going into when the missiles are shut off, man. The missiles are not going to give a damn how old you are, man. You could be a newborn. Shit, you can still be in your mother's womb when the missiles start to fall. And if it's your judgment to be destroyed by these missiles, that's what's going to happen, man, no matter who you are. Because at the end of the day, you've heard the word of the Most High go out, man. You've heard the prophets of the Lord out there on the highways and byways, man. You've seen the men of the Lord on YouTube bringing out these videos, giving you this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And what do you just do? You reject it, man. So the Most High is not going to have any pity upon you when he starts to rain down judgment upon this place, man. And that ultimate form of judgment that's coming is what? The thermonuclear missiles, man, the ICBMs. And all you jakes who are still cleaving up to this place, still hoping in this place, that's what you have to look forward to, man. Thermonuclear fire. And it's not going to spare anyone, man. You see? So Isaiah 13 and 19, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, how did the Most High overthrow Sodom and Gomorrah, man? He did it by fire and brimstone. And why did he do that to Sodom and Gomorrah? Because of the wickedness they were exalting in their land, man. The same shit you see going on right here in Babylon the Great, from the east to the west, man. Nothing but wickedness is being exalted here in America, man. You got the Methodist Church talking about all people are welcome. They're talking about they welcoming. They're supposed to be Christians believing in the Bible, but they're talking about homos are welcome, man. Well, the scriptures condemn that act, man. The scriptures condemn lesbianism. The scriptures condemns transsexuals, man. All that madness that goes on here in America, the Bible condemns it, and that's why the Most High destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Because of the wickedness of that place. In America has done what, man? It has gone above and beyond Sodom and Gomorrah, man. You see? This place has gone above and beyond Sodom and Gomorrah, man. And that's why this place is going to go down like Sodom and Gomorrah did, man, by great fire, and nothing will be left in this place, man. Everything that you jakes are cleaving unto, all this bullshit that you put in all your stock and all your hope and your trust and belief in, is going to perish, man. It's going to perish. Matter of fact, here we go. Let's get it. Let's get it. What's that? 2 Peter? Second Peter chapter 3. Second Peter chapter 3 and 9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but all should come to repentance. And who is that? Who is that talking about, man? The remnant of Israel, man. That's the only people. That's the only Israelites the most I care about right now, man. The ones who are taking heed to the warning that's coming from the prophets, man. You see, he wants all the elect to be sealed before that destruction comes, and it tells you that in Revelation 7, man. You see. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Then we'll come back to this. Because the destruction can't come until the elect is sealed, man. As it is written. You see? And not one member of the elect will be caught up in this vaccine. Not one member of the elect will be caught up with this damn microchip. And not one of the elect will be caught up in that thermonuclear destruction when it comes, man. As it is written. You see? So now Revelation 7 and 1. And after these things, I saw the four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And those angels are holding back that thermonuclear destruction, man. You see, that's what's happening. Verse 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, that the YAHAWAH, just like that angel had in Ezekiel 9, going about the city, putting a mark upon the forehead of the men that sign that cry for all the abominations that go on in the midst of the land, man. And that's what you see brothers doing all throughout the earth. You see, from California to Germany, from New York to Australia, from Central Africa to Great Britain, man. Brothers are out there pushing this word out and sighing and crying for all the wickedness that's going on here in the planet Earth, man. You see, this is what we're doing, and the angel is going throughout all these counts and putting a mark upon the forehead of the men that sign that cry, man. And that mark goes into what? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahawashi, Yahawashi. So every member of the elect has to get this knowledge, man. You see? Or get a portion of it. At least the name of Yahawashi, Yahawashi, so they can receive salvation, man. And that destruction won't come before then. So this is Revelation 7 and 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. You see that? So the elect has to be sealed before that nuclear destruction can come, man. And we see that the elect is being sealed rapidly because things are speeding up. You see? So verse 4 tells you, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. And that's who makes up the elect, man. the nation of Israel, 12,000 from each tribe, and that great multitude of Israelites as well, man. Those who heard the word of repentance and believed, the true believers of Yahawashi, that makes up the great multitude, man. You see? So let's go back. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. And that goes into what, man? The elect. Verse 10. It's like it. Verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with a fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. You see that? The day of the Lord is going to catch people unawares, man. You see, because they're not looking, they're not hoping for the Lord to return. They're not hoping for this great day of destruction to happen. They're hoping for America to continue on forever. They're hoping to what? To make America great again, man. When that's not the will of the Heavenly Father. The only ones who are looking for this destruction to come are the men of the Lord and the true believers, man. We're the only ones who are hoping in Yahawashi destroying this place, man. So it's not going to come as a thief in the night to us. It's going to come as a thief in the night to everybody who's outside of this truth, man. You see? And it's going to lead to what? The elements melting with fervent heat. So all this shit that you jakes are trusting in, man. Your cars, your FRNs, your woman, your clothes, your shoes, all the bullshit that you're holding on to, that you ready to take a vaccine to get back to normal for, is going to be destroyed, man. The elements are going to melt with fervent heat. What do you think these things are made of, man? You see? What the fuck you think metal is? That's an element, man. You see? The cotton on your shoes, the cotton in your shirts and shit, man. That's all elements. Shit, even your body is made up of elements, man. So that lets you know the elements shall melt with fervent heat. It's talking about people too, man. That's what's coming to America. Just as it came to what? Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Yeah, that's all I wanted to get on that, just to prove that point. So that, and what's going to cause that fervent heat, man? Those nuclear missiles. Oh, let's get this real quick. Let's get Michael. Malachi. Yeah, it was Malachi. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the days cometh that shall burn as an oven. What is that talking about, man? When those missiles start to rain down on Babylon the Great, man. That's the day that's going to burn as an oven. You see? That's what's coming, man. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And that's going into what? That's the Edomite destruction anyway. This is the judgment of Esau, regardless of what he does, man. You see? But this is also going to be the judgment of a lot of you wicked ass Israelites, man. You niggas out here talking about take the vaccine. You niggas out here talking about the Most High don't care about you putting a chip in your body. It's okay to get vaccines. All this shit that you're pushing forth, man. You're going to be destroyed in that day, man. You see, by way of thermonuclear fire. It says what? And all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be as stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahawashi Yahawashi of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch, man. Your whole existence is going to be erased from the earth, man. You rappers out here talking about you trying to leave a legacy behind and you're going to be a legend after you die, nigga. Ain't nobody going to remember your ass, man. The Most High's about to do away with all this bullshit here on the planet Earth, especially over here in America, because this planet's going to be laid flat, laid desolate, man, as it is written. So we going back to Isaiah 13 and 19. And the glory of and Babylon, which is America, the glory of kingdoms, everybody leaves their homeland to do what, man? Come to America to chase that American dream, man. That's what it was all about in the earth. Coming to America and chasing that American dream in hopes of making it big here, man. That's why this place is known as the glory of kingdoms, man. The beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah by way of what? By way of fire, man. That's the judgment written for the land of America and all the inhabitants of it, man. The only ones who are going to escape it is who? The remnant, man. Verse 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall shepherds make their fold there. So this place is going to be completely desolate and uninhabitable forever, man. letting you know it's not talking about ancient Babylon, because you have people still living in ancient Babylon, which is modern day Iraq, man. Shit, America's even invaded that country, man. The prophecies tell you that that Babylon would never be inhabited ever again, man. Letting us know that it wasn't talking about ancient Babylon. It was talking about what? A mystery Babylon, man. Babylon the Great, America, man. That's how this place is going out, by way of fire. And no one will set up shop here ever again. You won't have these heathen nations coming over here, establishing restaurants and businesses, man. It's done, man. It's over with. It's over, man. You see? So we're going to go on. Verse 21. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there, or satyrs shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged, man. You see? Going back to the word what? Inevitable, man. This is unavoidable. There is no way to get around it, man. This is the judgment of America, and this is what's about to come from YAHAWAH, Yahawashi, man. Why? For all the wickedness of you people in this land, man. And the wickedness that America has spewed all throughout the fucking earth, man. That's why this judgment is coming. You see? So let's get this real quick. This is let's go to Isaiah 34 real quick. This is Isaiah 34, and we'll start at Isaiah 34 and 4. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. Did not the Apostle Peter just say that in 2 Peter chapter 3? You see? The elements shall melt with fervent heat. Isaiah is saying the same thing, man. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. You see? And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from off the vine, as a fallen fig from a fig tree. You see that? That goes into what? The trajectory of those missiles when they fall back into the atmosphere, man. So let's go to Revelation. It says, oh my bad, it's lucky. So that the heaven being rolled together as a scroll is talking about what, man? That thermonuclear mushroom cloud. You see? Yeah, so the heavens being rolled together as a scroll is talking about the nuclear mushroom cloud, man. And it tells you that in Revelation 6 as well, man. Let's go to that real quick. Revelation 6 and Revelation 6 and 12. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. You see, what is going to cause that great earthquake, man? Those 200 million thermonuclear warheads that's going to rain down upon America, man. That's what the Most High tells you, that the earth is going to rock to and fro like a drunkard, man. That the earth is going to be moved out of its place because of the force of these missiles, man. You see? That's what's going to cause that great earthquake. Then it tells you what in verse 13. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And it wasn't talking about actual stars, man. He saw these missiles entering back into the atmosphere, and they looked like stars falling from heaven, man. That's what the Apostle John saw on the island of Patmos, man. You see? Then it goes on, and the heavens departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. That's the mushroom cloud, man. Go on YouTube and search videos of mushroom clouds, man. And as you watch it, it looks like a scroll being rolled up as it forms that mushroom cloud, man. That's what the Apostle John was seeing. You see? So it says what? And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. By way of what, man? By way of that great force that's going to be caused by those missiles, man. This is what's about to take place. And this is all coming to where? The land of America, man. So let's go to Isaiah 34 and back in Isaiah 34 and 4. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all the hosts of heaven shall fall down as the leaf falleth from off the vine. The host of heaven, he was talking about, he was basically saying the same thing that Apostle John saw, man. The stars of heaven falling to the earth. You see, but it was actually what? The ICBMs, man. And as a fallen fig from the fig tree. Verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Now, when you go into our word Idumea right here, in Isaiah 34 and 5, it goes into what? Edom, man. This is talking about you Edomites. This is your judgment that's coming. You see? This is your judgment that's coming, man. The sword being bathed in heaven is talking about what? The ICBM missiles being shot out of the nuclear silos to be shot into the upper atmosphere, bathed in heaven. It's going to come down upon Idumea. Where is Idumea, man? That's talking about the land of America, because this is the chief dwelling place of you Edomites, man. Here in the land of Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. You see? For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Verse 6. The sword of YAHAWAH Yahawashi is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For YAHAWAH have a sacrifice in Basra, which would be America. America would be spiritual Basra, the chief dwelling place of Edom, you so-called white people. And a great land, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Once again, America is known as Idumea as well, man. Why? Because this is the chief land where you Edomites dwell, man. You see? Verse 7, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. Verse 8, and why is this happening? The Most High tells you this is why this is happening, man. You want to know and understand why the Most High has pronounced this great judgment upon you? You're about to find out here in the verse 8, man. For it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance, and the year of recompenses, for the controversy of Zion. And that's why this great judgment is coming upon you, man. For what you have done unto the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You see? That's why you have this great judgment coming upon you, man. That's why America is about to be destroyed in a devastating way. It's about to be destroyed, man. Because what you have done unto the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. That's exactly why it's coming. Because you have touched the Most High's eye, man. You have offended Yahawashi in the treatment that you have showed against his people, man. The savagery, man, the rape, robbery, murder, all the atrocities that you have committed against the Israelites. You see, you're going to have to pay for that, man. That's why this great judgment is coming. Verse 9, and the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into burning pitch, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. You see that? Just like it just told you in Isaiah 13. This is prophesied all throughout the scriptures, man. From the Old to the New Testament, man. Because the end of this place begins the kingdom of heaven, man. And we need this destruction to come. So we're not trying to tiptoe around it and trying to avoid this. No, man. We want it to come, man. We're praying for it to come, man. Because this place has to burn before we can enter into the kingdom, man. So we want this to happen. So going on, verse 11, the cormorant and the bittern, which are unclean birds, shall possess it. The owl also, which is another unclean bird, and the raven, another unclean bird, shall dwell in it. And he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness. Now, what does that mean, man? The line of confusion. You see how you look at a map right now? You can see where all the states are, how the state, what all the state lines start and end. After this destruction, you won't be able to tell where another state started and another state ended, man. That's the type of damage the Most High is about to do to America, man. This land is about to become a great wilderness, man. From the east to the west, from the north to the south, 5,000 square miles of land is about to be completely destroyed to be the biggest desert to ever exist on the planet Earth, man. That's what the Most High is about to do. That's the destruction that's coming to America. So all this false hope that you people have of making America great again is just that, man. False hope. You see? It's a fallacy, man. You see, it's a figment of the so-called white man's imagination. This place is going to fuck down, man. and good riddance. Call halayim la Yahawashi Yahawashi. You see? And it needs to be that. This needs to happen. This needs to happen, man. So, going on, verse 12. They shall call the nobles thereof to the kingdom, but none shall be there, and all her princes shall be, and all her princes shall be no nothing. And thrones shall come up, and thorns shall come up in her palaces, nettles and brambles in the fortresses thereof, and it shall be an habitation of dragons, and a court for owls. The wild beasts of the desert shall also meet with the wild beasts of the island, and the satyr shall cry to his fellows, and the screech owl also shall rest there, and find for herself a place of rest. There shall the great owl make her nest, and lay in hatch, and gather under her shadow. There shall the vultures also be gathered, every one with her mate. Why? Because this is about to be a place for unclean birds to dwell, man. That's all America's about to become. That's all it was meant for. Hey, America is for the birds, literally, man. You see, America is for the birds, man. Hey, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Let's see what else I can get. Let's get Jeremiah. Let's get to somewhere else. Let's see what else is written there. Let's go to Jeremiah. Then we're gonna jump to Revelation 18. Let me see. Was it Jeremiah 50? All right, let's do this. Let's go to Jeremiah 50 and we'll start at 29, man, because Jeremiah 50, hey, it goes into the destruction of America as well. But a few more things I want to grab. So let's go into trying to see where I'm gonna start at. Yep, here we go. Jeremiah 50 and 29. Call together the archers against Babylon. Now, who are the archers? The archers are the nations that have nuclear missiles. You see, they're called archers because they have ICBM missiles. So all the nations that have thermonuclear missiles are going to come against Babylon, man, as it is written. All the nations that have thermonuclear capability are going to shoot their ICBMs upon this place, man. So going back, 29, call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. So all you nations that have thermonuclear capabilities come up against America and then camp round about it, right? Let none thereof escape. Tells you that in Joel 2, man. Nothing is going to escape this judgment, man. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she have done, do unto her. So according to all that she have done unto her. I'll skip some. We start up. Jeremiah 50 and 29. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. Camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she have done, do unto her. For she have been proud against YAHAWAH, against the Holy One of Israel. How they've done that, man? Completely casting the words behind of the Most High behind them, telling the world, telling the entire earth that the laws of the Most High done away with, telling the entire earth that you can do whatever you want to do and there's no consequences for it. You see? Portraying themselves to be the Most High, portraying themselves to be Yahawashi, portraying themselves to be the angels, portraying themselves to be the Israelites, which is blasphemy, man. Sowing nothing but lies and deceiving the earth, and they're going to have to pay for this, man, as it is written. That's how they sinned against the Most High, man. Taking the Most High's beautiful creation and fucking polluting it everywhere you go. Destroying the fruit, destroying the skies, destroying the earth, man. These motherfuckers are taking the seeds out of fruit. When the Most High told you not to do that, he said he made fruit to have seeds in it. So there wouldn't be no fucking hunger in the earth, man. There shouldn't be no nations on the earth starving, man. Because there's enough food to go around, man. But hey, these Edomites, these so-called white people, they want to do everything their way, according to their understanding, man, and they have failed miserably, man. And that's why we see the earth in this condition. And that's why the Most High is going to destroy this place, get rid of their chief dwelling place, and put the rest of these Edomites into captivity so they can start building up our kingdom and cleaning up the planet Earth, which they destroyed, man. And all you Edomites who die on this side, you're going to be reborn in the kingdom of heaven through your seed line, the Edomites in captivity, and you're going to be born in captivity just like we were born in captivity, man, as it is written. That's what's coming, man. So verse 30. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud. And who is the most proud, man? You damn Edomites. You Edomites are the most proud, man. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud. Verse 31. Saith Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi of hosts. For the day is come, the time that I will visit thee. And the Most High is visiting you right now, man. And the time is going to come when he gonna put the spirit on these nations to hit that button. You see, and it's going to be over for America, man. Ending in fire, just as Sodom and Gomorrah. Verse 32. And the most proud shall be stubble. Woo! And the most proud shall be stubble. Shall stumble and fall. So like it. I'm thinking about Obadiah, my bad. Jeremiah 50 and 32. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall rise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about. You see, what's that fire that's going to be kindled in the cities? That thermonuclear fire. Also, the fire that's going to come from the heavenly chariots when Yahawashi returns, man. That's the end of the wicked, man. Fire. The purest cleaning agent, man. And that's what it's going to take to clean this land, man. Complete fire, man. Thermonuclear fire at that. So it goes on. Verse 33, and it tells you once again why this is happening. Thus said Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. Where? In Babylon the Great. The northern kingdom, it started in 1492 with them when Cristobal Colon came over here. Christopher Columbus came. He put them in captivity. It started ever since 1492. Then he came to the west coast of Africa to get the so-called Negroes to come over here and work and build up this kingdom off of free slave labor. They oppressed us, man. They had us in captivity. And what does it say? And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. And here we are now, still to this day, under our enemy, man. Still to this day, here in the land of our captivity, up under these damn Edomites, man. That's why this great destruction is coming upon you, as it just told you in Isaiah 34. It's for the controversy of Zion and what you have done unto the Most High's people, man. The Most High ain't just doing this for no reason. He ain't just doing it. He just woke up one morning like, damn, you know, fuck America. Let's destroy that land. No, it's for a reason, man. It's for what you have done unto his people. So it goes on to read in verse 34, the Redeemer is strong. Yahawah of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause. You see that? He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. And that's what the Most High is about to do, man. He's going to give us rest. You see? We already rest in the spirit, but we're going to be resting physical when Yahawashi returns, man. But he's already what? Disquieting this land, man. Disquieting the people of the land. You people are stressed the fuck out. Don't know how you're going to get your next meal. Don't know where your next paycheck is coming from. Everybody's being fired from their jobs, getting laid off. Don't have money to pay rent. Don't have money to pay mortgage or car notes. You people are about to lose everything, man. And why? Because the Most High is disquieting the inhabitants of Babylon, man. The Most High is destroying this place. Me and the brother was eating some breakfast earlier, man. And you know the day is fucking Thanksgiving. I'm like, yo, turn let's see what's going on with this Thanksgiving parade. I'm saying let's see if they're out there social distancing, man. When you turn this shit on, dead, man. Dead, man. Why? Because the mirth of the land is gone, man. Because the Most High is destroying this place. You see? America is never going back to what it was, man. This place is finished. You see? The Most High is working a mighty work here in the land of Babylon the Great, and it's going to get even mightier, man. You see? It's going to get even mightier, man. Jeremiah 50 and 35. The sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith Yahawah, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon. You see that? That sword represents what? Judgment, man. It's upon the inhabitants of Babylon, you so-called Americans, man. And upon their princes and upon the wise men, her wise men, a sword is upon the liars. and they shall dote. A sword is upon the mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. A sword is upon the horses, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her. And what are those mingled people, man? All you heathen nations that forsake your country to come over here to live that American dream. Now, what is America known as? That great melting pot. You can find all nationalities of people here in abundance in America, man. That's why this place is what? Known as a great melting pot. And that's why it says what? It shall be upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her, man. So going on. And they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. A drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up. For the land is full, for it is a land of graven images. And that's exactly what America is, man. Because you have all these different nations that come over. Not only do you have the idols of Esau, you have all these heathen nations that come over and bring their idols and set up all type of shrines and temples and all type of shit, man. So it's false idols all throughout the land, from the east to the west, man, from the north to the south. This is the land of graven images, man. This is the a land of fucking idols. Everything that's in this land, it becomes an idol, man. You see, your phone. People worship the damn phone. They can't go a day without the damn phone, man. Your money. That's made out of paper. You people worship your money, man. You see, this is the land of idols, man. Verse 39. Therefore, the wild beasts of the deserts with the wild beasts of the islands shall dwell there. The same thing is said in Isaiah. Let you know the prophets all seen the same vision. They just worded it a different way, man. But it's all talking about the same thing. So Jeremiah 50 and 39, therefore the wild beasts of the deserts with the wild beasts of the islands shall dwell there, and the owl shall dwell therein. And it shall be no more inhabited forever, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Listen to this, verse 40. As the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor cities thereof, saith Yahawah, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any man dwell therein. And the Most High just told you the same thing he told you in Isaiah, man. This land is finished, man. Ain't no coming back for America, man. And the YAHAWAH. You see? What else are we going? Yeah, verse 41. Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. And that's talking about the heathen nations coming against America, man. Verse 42, they shall hold the bow, which are the ICBMs, and the lance, which was another term for the ICBM. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses. Everyone put in array like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. You see that? And let's get the understanding of who the daughter of Babylon is real quick. Let's go to Psalms 137. Yep. Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Yahawah, Ba'ashim Yahawashi, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it even to the foundation thereof. This goes back into the time of what? When the Babylonians was sacking Jerusalem, man. You had the Edomites right there cheering them on, man, and even helping them catch us to take us away into captivity, man. So you Edomites have to pay for that as well, man. The Most High hasn't forgotten anything. That's why the scriptures tell you the Most High requires that which is past. You haven't done you haven't paid for anything that you have done since the time of the Babylonians, when you were calling yourself the Greeks, when you were calling yourself the Romans. You didn't pay for any of those crimes, man. You still have to receive a judgment for that. And especially now, as the Americans, you have to receive a judgment for that, man. And that's what's coming. And it starts with what? The Most High tearing down your precious kingdom, known as America, man. That's what's coming. Verse 8. O daughter of Babylon. Who is that talking about? You Edomites are the daughter of Babylon, man. You see? Who ought to be destroyed. Who ought to be destroyed? Who is ought to be destroyed? The Edomites are. The daughter of Babylon, beginning with your precious kingdom, America, man. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. And that's exactly what we're going to do in the kingdom of heaven, man. So now, let's go to Revelation 18. Read through this real quick. Sheesh. Oh, man, I'm not going to use my arm. That one is just falling apart. this all stuff together because it's new. Revelation 18. Revelation 18 and 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Just like we just read in Isaiah 34. Just like we read in Isaiah 13, Isaiah 34, Jeremiah 50, man. It's all saying the same thing, man. It's all saying the same thing. And then what? It's all compacted. All those prophecies are compacted into this one prophecy of Revelation 18, man. Talking about the destruction of America. You see? This is what's happening, man. This is unavoidable. This is inevitable, man. So Revelation 18 and 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come. Oh, I read all that already. Verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Talking about what? Her doctrines and philosophies. You see? The madness that Esau spews from this place to influence the whole world to walk in wickedness. You see? Slocky. So we back. So we at verse 3. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, got in bed with America. You see that? And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Why? Because America is nothing but a consumer nation, man. America doesn't make anything on its own anymore. You see? Everything you get. Look at your tag. Look at the tag in your clothes, man. Look at the tag in your shoes. Look at every item that you have around you. Is it made in America? No, it's made from one of these heathen nations, man. You see? That's what's going on. This is talking about America, man. And the thing is, we had this guy come up to the camp a couple of weeks ago, last month, I think, if I'm mistaken. They was in the military, and he was a soldier. He was a diehard American. It was a Jake, you know what I'm saying, a Jake. So you see, he's like, you guys are talking about America being destroyed, but the world needs America. If America's destroyed, the world's economy crashes. And you're right, and that's what it tells you in Revelation 18. You see that? It tells you that in Revelation 18, man. The downfall of America is gonna cripple the world's economy, man, because this is the greatest consumer nation on this planet Earth. Because all the Americans do is consume, and they make nothing on their own, man. Where do you think that fucking iPhone comes from? It don't come from America. Where do you think that Galaxy come from, man? Where do you think them PS5s that you niggas are standing in line for hours to get come from, man? You see, where do you think all these foreign cars come from? Come on, man. Shit, even some of the American cars are made overseas, man. That's how the merchants of the earth was made rich, by the abundance of her delicacies, man. This is talking about America. This ain't talking about no ancient Babylon. Ain't nobody going to live in no fucking Iraq, man. Everybody's trying to come to America, or was trying to come to America to live that American dream, man. You see? So going back, verse 4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. And that's talking about what? The elect being first and foremost waking up to this truth and repenting unto the Heavenly Father through Yahawashi and hopes of receiving salvation. And when this destruction comes, Yahawashi is going to return to gather his remnant up out of this bitch, man. So we be not partakers of her sin. And what's the judgment that's coming? Thermonuclear fire, man. You see? Because it tells you what in verse 5? For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. You see that? For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. So all the rape, robbery, and murder that you committed against the Israelites, the Most High has seen that, man. All the wickedness that you push forth in the earth, this doeth thou bullshit that you push in the earth, giving these nations license to sin, the Most High are seeing that, man. And your sin has reached up to the heavens, man. So now you have to pay. You see? Because what's the wages of sin, man? The wages of sin is death, man. And that's what's coming. A great death is coming to America, man. You see? By way of fire. Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you. Double unto her. It's like, and double unto her, double according to her ways. We just read that in Jeremiah 50, man. As she have done, do unto you. So all these nations are about to get a form of vengeance upon you Edomites for what Because look at what you do in the earth, man. Look at what Babylon the Great does in the earth. It goes to the earth, rape, rob, and pillage. If you have a resource that they want, they'll come in and try to bribe you at first. You don't want to play ball, they send in their economic hitmen. If that doesn't work, they send in the military, man. And that's why you have all these different wars going on in the Middle East, man. That's why you have America going into these different countries. Look at Syria. This nigga Trump talking about they're commandeering Syrian oil fields. How can you commandeer some property that don't belong to you, man? You see? That's like fucking Russia coming over here commandeering the goddamn Houston Rockets or some shit. You see? How can you do that? It doesn't belong to you, man. But America does this shit everywhere they go. If you have resources, you have gold, you have silver, diamond mines. You see, lithium. You see, all these precious metals and resources. If America wants, they come in and set that shit up, and they come in and start a war with you, man, or do something to cripple your economy. That's what they do, man. You see, and that's why these nations are gonna pour out wrath upon you through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, man, in the form of these thermonuclear missiles. You see? So it says, verse 6, reward her as she hath rewarded you. Double unto her, double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. You see that? And that's how you Americans live, man. Well, once upon a time. Now it's a wrap. It's a wrap now. Y'all ain't living like y'all used to live. Yeah. Y'all ain't living like y'all was living 10, 20 years ago, man. You see? Y'all not living like that, man. 10, 20, 30, 50 years ago, man. Living deliciously, man. Hey, it's a wrap. It's time out for all that, man. Because what? You see, the people are sorrowing, man. Because they're losing their jobs, homes, everything, man. Why? Because the Most High is ending America. That's why. You see? How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. And that's what you people think. That's what you American people think. You think that nothing can ever happen to America. You really thought that America was going to be great again, man. You really thought that you were about to go back to them glory days, man. No. The Most High is about to pour out sorrow and misery upon this place, and it's already begun. And it's just going to continue to ramp up the closer we get to the end of America happening, man. Therefore, verse 8, shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. You see that? She shall utterly burn, she shall be utterly burnt with fire. And what's that fire? Those 200 million thermonuclear warheads that's coming to this place, man. That's what's about to happen. You see? For strong is YAHAWAH who judgeth her, man. This is all the will of the Heavenly Father for America, man. Thermonuclear fire. And everything in it is going to be destroyed, man. So the shit that you jakes are cleaving unto is going to be destroyed, man. So now what do you have? What do you have now? When that dollar collapsed, man? When the FRN collapsed, what do you jakes have now? You standing around big ass stacks of money to your ear, talking about your Rolexes and your Bentleys and your whatever, man. All that bullshit that you are cleaving unto. What are you going to do when everything collapses, man? What are you going to stand firm upon? Nothing, because you have no foundation. And that's why 2/3 of you niggas are going to be taken, man. That's exactly why. You see? So it says, what? Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire, for strong is the Lord who judgeth her. Verse 9, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, made money off this place, shall bewail her and lament her, for when they shall see the smoke of her burning. You see that? So yeah, the earth's economy is going to collapse because America is destroyed, and all the nations that made money here are going to be welling, man. They're going to be in a state of mourning because that was the cash cow, man. That's how they make their bread off of America, man. Off of you dumbass Americans. You see? So it goes, what? Verse 10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, which is America, that's the great city. Iraq ain't the great city, man. Iraq ain't the great city, man. Babylon is that great city. That mighty city, come on, man. Let's be honest with yourself, man. Sit the fuck down and be honest with yourself. All of you people know that for the last fucking 10, 20, 30 years, you've been saying what? America's the greatest country on earth. Even you heathen nations have been saying the same thing, man. Leaving your fucking country, leaving your customs to come live that American dream. That's why you got all these damn Chinese food stores, all these fucking Arab shops, all these massage parlors, man. And whatever you other heathen do, coming over here, whatever, man. You know that you left your country to seek a so-called better life here in America, man. This is that great city. Ain't nobody leaving America. Ain't nobody leaving their country to go live in no fucking Russia, man. It's too damn cold over there, man. Come on. Ain't nobody leaving their land to go live in no fucking Iraq. Come on, man. America is that great city. Be honest with yourself, man. Be real with yourself, man. America is that great city. You see? So Revelation 18 and 10. Stand in the far, man. Let me get some water, man. I'm trying to fight through that shit. God damn. Woo. Shit, my damn throat feel like Babylon the Great in this bitch. Desert. Verse 10. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. That's all it's going to take for the Most High to destroy this place, man. 1 hour. And how long did it take to build up America, man? You see, they started in what? 1492. It started the establishment of America started in 1492, man. And the Most High is going to destroy all that work you Edomites have put in, all that work that we put in to build up this place, working for you Edomites. The Most High is going to destroy all that in 1 hour. 1 hour, man. You see? Where we at? I lost my spot. Verse 11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. You see that? Why? Because the greatest fucking consumer nation is destroyed, man. No more Rolexes, no more Bentleys, no more PS5s, man. No more Jordans. You see? No more Bape, no more fucking Off-White. No more Fendi. No more of that shit's gonna be bought here, man. You see? All that shit is gonna be destroyed. Verse 12, the merchandise of gold. And this is all the things you find here in Babylon the Great, man. The merchandise of gold, silver, and precious stones, and pearls, and fine linen, and purple, and silk, and scarlet, and all thine wood, and all manner of vessels of ivory, all manner of vessels of precious wood, and of brass, and iron, and marble, and cinnamon, and odors, and ointments, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves. Who are the slaves, man? The Israelites are the slaves. And souls of men. And that's what Esau is trying to gather right now by giving your ass that damn RFID chip, man. The soul, he's trying to capture your soul, man. And that's what he's going to do when he put that damn chip in your ass, man. You see? Verse 14, and the fruit that thy soul lusteth after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. Why? Because this place, like the Apostle Peter said, man, the elements shall melt with fervent heat. That means everything in this place is going to be destroyed, man. Go outside and look around, man. Ride through your city. Look at them big ass skyscrapers, man. You see? Look at all these roads, these freeways, these highways, man. All that shit is gonna be destroyed. All the trees, all the monuments. You see? From the north to the south, from the east to the west, everything is going to be destroyed here in this place, man, by way of thermonuclear fire, as it is written. Verse 15, the merchant, and it keeps mentioning the merchants for a reason, man, letting you know that this is talking about that great consumer nation, Babylon. Verse 15, the merchants of these things which were made rich by her, by who? By America, shall stand afar off, for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. Why? Because their cash cow is dead, man. You see? Verse 16, and saying, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet, which means royalty. You see, because America rules over the earth. and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by the sea stood afar off. How does America get most of the shit they have, man? By sea, at these ports, man. You see? At these ports. America's surrounded by water on every fucking side, man. How else are they getting all this stuff in here, man? What do you think all these damn cars and all these clothes and all this, how do you think all that shit is getting here? By way of ships, man. You see? That's how they're getting here, man. So it goes on to say, and verse 18, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? What city is like unto America, man? When all the people do is buy, man. What city is like the city, man? You see? None. Verse 19, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, and saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein we were made rich, all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate, man. 1 hour. Verse 20, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her. And that's why this destruction is coming, man. The Most High is going to avenge us on this place, man. You see? Verse 21, and a mighty angel took up a great stone, and a mighty angel took up a great stone, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. You see that? Letting you know, that's not talking about ancient Babylon, man. When was ancient Babylon thrown down to be found no more at all? It wasn't talking about ancient Babylon. It's talking about America, man. That great city, you see, that made the whole earth rich off the abundance of her delicacies, man. Verse 20, and the voice of harpers and musicians and of pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee, and the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee, and the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee, for thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived, man. And that's how you Edomites have worked in the earth, man. Pushing that do as thou wilt spirit in the earth. That was witchcraft. That was sorcery, man. You see? Your bullshit technology, man. You deceived the world with those false miracles, made them believe that you were guys, man. But you're not. And the Most High is about to prove that, man. He's about to prove that you Edomites are nothing, man. And that's exactly what the fuck you are, man. You are nothing. You're less than nothing, man. You're the only thing that's not needed for this earth to run and function properly, man. We can get rid of the Edomite and everything's going to flourish, man. You take anything else from the earth and it throws everything off, man. You see? Verse 24. And in her was found the blood of the prophets and of the saints and of all that was slain upon the earth. And that's talking about what? The blood of the Israelites, man. That you slain since you came over to this place in 1492, man. And that's why it tells you, matter of fact, let's get into numbers real quick. Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. You see that? So all the blood of the Israelites that you shed in this place, the land can only be cleansed if your blood is shed in this place, man. That's the only way this land can be cleansed. And how is the Most High going to make that happen? By way of this great destruction that he's going to send upon this place, man, in the form of 200 million thermonuclear warheads raining down upon Babylon the Great, man. You see? This place is going out by fire, and there's nothing you can do to stop it, man. It's inevitable, man. As it is written, thus saith the Bible, thus saith Yahawashi, Yahawashi. So with that, I'm going to give all praises, all honor, all glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible, through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, Yahawashi, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahawashi, Yahawashi has commanded you to do. With that, I'm gonna say shalom, wa, ba, ba, ba.